What's up guys, Barry Game here, back with some more AFK Journey, and today we're going to be talking a little bit more in depth about Tasi. She's been out for a little bit, we've done tons of testing with her, and we've really seen her true value in a ton of different game modes. And if you haven't built this hero, you may want to consider doing it, especially if you care about PvP, you care about AFK progression, and honestly, one of the most influential places I've seen her so far, Dura Trials. This hero completely pops off when she is an upright hero, and she's actually she's in quite a few of these team compositions right here, which is kind of crazy to actually show off here. One of the things I love doing with this hero too, using something like either Resonating Spell or Enlightening Spell, that way she gets some CC immunity. This hero really pops off in this game mode, and it's understated how important pushing Dura's Trials is, because getting those mythic charms is such a huge power boost to some of your heroes. The fact that she can go invulnerable while she comes back up, and then when she does pop out, she can cast her ultimate almost immediately. Again, we talked about this earlier today, comboing her with other heroes like Taylene. She can be a very, very lethal combo. Granted, this one's not the best one to talk about, because when you do go up against heroes like Shakir who are immune to CC, that can be kind of a negative for your team. Now, she's not available in every single one of them. Granted, it's kind of funny. You can slot her into a lot of these teams right here, and she tends to still perform pretty dang well. I've seen her quite a few times be able to provide really, really good support overall. I actually want to put you up here. Being able to CC, and the fact that as long as she doesn't get completely one shot, she does go invincible and lets herself buy a little bit more time here. Now again, when she isn't one of those up heroes, she is a lot more vulnerable when she does jump into these back lines here. But the fact that she can get an ultimate off very easily a lot of times, it's going to CC the enemy and let her combo and honestly get a lot of kills that feeds a ton of additional energy right back into herself. I think is one of the biggest understated powers that she has is Dura's Trials. She is extremely well. You can see in some of these we even pushed up to 40, and I actually can't remember, man, I actually don't remember if I used her, but yeah, you can see some of the featured heroes. She was one of the raid ups here. She's what got us to 40 very easily, and between her and Harak, she's been doing a ton of work in this game mode. Beyond that, PvP, my goodness, she is absolutely amazing in these teams as well. You can see the type of damage she's outputting, even better than like Harak on our team like that, and especially on certain PvP arena maps, she is absolutely amazing. Now, of course, she's not going to be good for Dream Realm or anything like that, but let's be honest, I don't think any of the S levels have been that great. I mean, the A levels have had some use. I actually don't think any of the S levels have gone absolutely crazy. You can see right here, she's about to use that ultimate the second she does pop out of this, and then she just basically is going to CC these two enemies right here in 1 second. Right there. And then she's going to start dashing around, doing tons of damage to these enemies, getting tons of energy back. You can see right here, she's already over halfway to another ultimate, and she just casted her ultimate. She's probably one of the best PvP heroes in the entire game right now. Very, very solid. And it really comes down to when and if you should be using this magical season S level swap. Because again, it can only be used on the current season's S level heroes, excluding Celestials and Hypogens. As we have it right now, I think this is the only copy we can get. I actually looking at the wrong spots here. I think if we take a look at the season quest here, yeah, this was the only one that we got this past week. I don't know, again, if we're going to have any more chances to get more of them. If we are, that would be cool. But remember, if we only have one of them, it really comes down to a few heroes to use it on. If we take a look at other S levels this season, I mean, there haven't been that many that have been super influential. If anything, like I said, the A levels and have actually been outperforming some of the S levels here. Oh, not Carolina, right here. So we've had the newest hero, Hodgkin, which is a decent kind of tanking summoner weird type hero. Overall he's like good in some areas, but overall he just, there's nowhere to really fit him that didn't already have a better answer. Another S level that we had was, again, another great, sadly the two Graveborn haven't been like meta heroes just yet. We have Nara too. I know a lot of you guys definitely summoned Nara at the very beginning of the season because number one, we were hyped for her coming from AFK Arena. Number two, her artwork, I mean, just, she just looks so awesome here. Like the whole aesthetic look at this character, the craziness, it just looks very good. Again, very niche hero in what she's actually useful in. Sadly, we thought she was going to be a very strong meta PvP hero. She did not end up being like the tippity top of the list. And I think that's it for all we've had for S levels. We've had Luca and we've had Sinbad as A level so far. And I think that's it. Lenya was the previous season. And I think that is actually it, right? So this is the big question. We are about halfway through this season, and if we only get one of these tickets, deciding when to do it is the tough part, because right now Tasi is hands down the best option. If you've built either Hodgkin or Nara, swapping to Tasi is most definitely the play right now. But you might want to take your time and slow play it, because again, we have one A level and one S level ticket. It doesn't look like we're going to get a Celestial or Hydrogen ticket just yet. Honestly, I really don't think we ever will. But this is going to be a premium item, because if you're not like someone like me who's building every single hero, and honestly, even myself, I might be swapping away from Nara or Hodgkin coming up very soon to a future hero if they do end up turning out good. The nice thing about Tasi is you don't need to go absolutely crazy with her exclusive or anything like that. If you want to go absolutely nuts with it, it is a very good opportunity to do that. Mythic Plus, of course, is very, very good too, because she reduces the damage taken and stuff. It gives her some survivability that she lacks otherwise, because again, she can be completely one-shot. This ability right here, the Fluttering Dream, if she drops all the way to 0, this does not trigger. It's not like Olmus. Olmus can basically get one shot and he does that weird teleport thing. It's different with Tasi. She can't go into this form unless she gets hit below 50% HP, like 2 below 50%, and not get one shot and die. So again, sometimes it is a little risky trying to use her, but the fact that she's like the best PvP hero in the game, she's amazing in Supreme Arena. I'd argue she's the best Dura's Trial hero, and she's absolutely insanely busted as well if we're talking especially about these right here. This is absolutely nuts, and I'll be honest, this is a team that I use a lot, the one that has, you know, Harak and everything, but dropping her out of this team isn't that big of a deal. Surprisingly enough, there's a team I love using now, as long as you have the Light Bearer power getting built into your team too. Having Rowan and her on these tiles is like crazy good. You do need to slot somebody in to be like a tank on your team though with this squad, so just keep that in mind. And remember, you do need to have that third hero in there, so a lot of times you have to drop Damien out of this squad too. But there are a ton of different options. Again, survivability is key. I love using Walker in this squad too, and then also, like I said, have Tasi in this team. And then with this team, if you have Tasi in it, using that resonating spell is absolutely huge. This squad right here can do surprisingly well. Feeding the additional energy with the Rowan is really big too, so getting her to her ultimates faster, and the fact that with the Light Bearer team composition, you can see right here she's going to get a lot of energy. She casts her ultimate twice. This can be really good, and this is what also makes her so good in a lot of Dura's Trials, because in a lot of the Dura's Trials battles, you do have that Light Bearer bonus where you're going to get this right here. So she's about to cast her ultimate, if Taylene doesn't already kill the enemy team, which sometimes she does. But she gets it off right here, which is going to CC, and then you're going to see it happen a second time right there. So you're getting a double CC, tons of damage. You can see the fact that she just chains together so well, and her energy just goes through the roof. This is the type of squad I absolutely love, but you do need 3 Light Bearers. That's not the easiest thing to do when it comes to AFK stages. So you're kind of just building a team around survivability, and then it works out really well. So I will say, continue to save this up, or if you really want to push these game modes, use it right now. If you already went for Nara or Hodgkin, you're just going to have such a better time with Tasi. It's going to be tough for someone to be worth more than Tasi to use that ticket on by the end of the season. But again, we should have like 3 more heroes, I think, before the end of the season, if not more. So holding on to it might be the play, but if you're really looking for something to help you in AFK battles and especially PvP meta, Tasi is going to be your girl. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next time.